is a review of LEGO City Set 60265 Ocean Exploration Base. This set has 497 pieces and is for ages 6+. This set has 5 minifigures, all of them unnamed, and they're all pretty neat. And then a handful of side builds that range from good to bad to ugly. I'm just kidding. Yeah, a few side builds. One is this little submersible. One is this little oxygen tank, which is pretty neat, and I like this one probably the best. Then there is a little box full of jewels, if I can open it. And then there's just a bunch of litter. Yay. That makes sense. There's a little hammerhead shark and a little, this dude, I always forget what they're called. But onto the actual base itself. There aren't too many stickers on it, and there's a couple of them on side builds. But I guess we'll start on this side. So, on the first little module of the base, because this base is built just like the space station from a couple years ago, is a little crew quarters. So there's a bed, a little lantern, and coffee mug, and then coffee brewer thing, I think. There's a nice slit view of the outside world. And then there's a tiny slit that you can squeeze through to get to the middle portion, which is like an oxygen tank and stuff. And like that. So we'll move on to the second module, which is built the exact same way on the outside. That's technically module 3, and this is module 1, but we're doing things backwards because we like it backwards. And on the inside, this has a little workspace, some fish, a little syringe, and a what I think is a like command console for this little underwater crane, which is neat. So before we move on to the last module, which is a submarine in itself, we're going to look at the bottom, which just has some little simple stands and some big ugly rock pieces, or piece I should say. But there's not much to the bottom. It has a little bit of detail there so it doesn't look boring, which is nice, because who likes boring stuff? Not me. So one thing I should mention on all of these, they have a little spot that the crane can kind of pick them up and move them around. But this one in particular is a little bit different because it has a big open space with nothing in it, which I would assume is to store stuff in it, I guess, like that maybe. But how you drive it is from this little area here. There's a couple little joysticks there to drive it, and a couple little grabbers so you can pick stuff up. And this one has a lot more lights than all the other ones just because it moves around, and it has a couple little ballast tanks unlike the other ones, and it also has some propellers. So, but other than that, that's all that sets this module apart from the other two, because yeah, they're all just little modules built in basically the exact same style as the one like space station from a couple years ago, just minus the stand, and it's basically the same thing in a different color. Shh, don't tell anybody. So yeah, that's about it for this little review here. Have a nice day. Bye.